Hello, welcome to my tea lounge. It's so great to have you. Today, our tea selection is butterfly pea flower tea, and our dessert selection is Maderia Cake. A little history on Maderia Cake. It's meant to be served with Madeira, but since we're at tea, we're gonna have it with tea, which is also an acceptable form of serving. So, let's pour a cuppa and dig in. No sugar in my tea, please. Thank you. This cake is extra special. It has a crispy, crumbly layer on top, and while it got a little damaged in the transport to the tea lounge from the kitchen, it's still wonderfully delicious. I think it might be fun to crack the top. What do you think? Yummy. I want a middle slice. Delightful. Perfect with my beautiful blue tea. Just enough sweetness. I kind of want to save the crispy, cracky, crunchy top for last, but I don't think I can. Thank you for coming for tea today. I'd love to have you back. Okay, but for real, enough weird role playing. This is a Madeira cake, and today I'm going to show you how to make it. I found this recipe on the internet. I will link it below. Let's figure out how to do it first. Oh boy. Is this overkill? Alright, first thing I'm going to do is prepare my pan. I have a pan somewhere. And take some cold butter, rub that all inside the edge of the pan. And I'm just gonna take a little paper towel and spread it around. Oh, almost forgot. Preheat your oven to 325 and adjust your rack to the middle. All right, so now we're going to create a sling for our little cake to rest in. A couple pieces of parchment paper. Line it up to the edge. We're gonna do one lengthwise and one widthwise. Fold it over. And then take your scissors, kitchen shears, whatever you got. Cut along that fold. And then our widthwise, I'm gonna do the same thing. What am I doing? Make a fold, and that goes in a corner, and then push it down so it kind of sticks to the butter, and it'll kind of just stick so you don't have to worry about it. Fold it over again. You can cut off some of the excess if you want, so it's not like flapping all over the place. Again, fold. Stick that in one corner, and up and over. So there's our messily prepared pan. Now we're gonna prep our dry ingredients. That includes 2.5 cups all-purpose or cake flour, 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Kosher, please. I like to do a little heaping salt because I think baked goods always benefit from just like a little extra salt. Alright, so we're just gonna whisk that together to combine. Super simple. And that's done. It's our friend, the KitchenAid stand mixer. She's here again. So with the stand mixer and a paddle attachment attached, I'll show you. For reference. Reference? Oui, reference. That's stupid. No. Alright, into that goes 2.5 sticks of butter. My butter is from 2 different brands, so it's slightly different colors. Whatever. Cut that up while we're... And then I'm gonna add 1 cup of sugar. Moving that out of the way. Just for a second. Alright. This recipe calls for the zest and juice of 1 lemon. And I have like a leftover Meyer lemon. So I'm gonna use that. They're a little more expensive, but they're pretty tasty. They are a little less bitter, but yeah, they're expensive. You don't need to use it. To get the most juice out of your lemon, give it a roll. I'm not gonna lie, this lemon's a little old, so it's like pretty soft already, which is not ideal, but it's fine. First, before I juice it, I'm gonna zest it. So, using a microplane, going along the surface, rolling as I go, making sure not to get the white part, but just to get to the yellow part. I don't know if you can you see that? Just the yellow part, not the white part. This lemon is old. It's about a week old. These guys don't last very long. Hopefully it'll be alright. Keep your fingers crossed for me. It's not zesting very well. Ooh, I went too far. Okay, well. Alright, so I guess that's all the zest we're gonna get out of this little guy. Just gonna beat this on medium speed until the butter and sugar is lightened and fluffy. So for about 3 to 5 minutes. So let's go. While that's beating, I'm just gonna juice the very sad soft lemon into this little cup. Multitasking. Do you like my spatula? It has an L for Leslie, because I'm very cool. Ooh, that's looking good. We're at 3 minutes. I think it could go a little longer. I'm just gonna scrape the sides down. You just really want the sugar and its little crystalline edges to poke holes in all that fat. Yeah, I'm eating butter and sugar. Sue me. I mean, but like, I don't have any money. 1 more minute. Do you think I should get a glass bowl so that y'all can see a little bit better into my, the world of the mixer? I feel like it's probably a good investment. Right, that is looking gorgeous. I'll give you just a little peek. We've got nice and pale. Evan's over here making noises. Hi, how you doing? Instructions are to add 1 egg and a spoonful of the flour at a time. So 1 egg, I'm gonna crack it into a cup first. Just in case there's any shell, you don't want that in your cake. That is bad. I'm gonna hit it back on medium, add the 1 egg and the 1 spoonful of flour, and beat it until incorporated. Full of flour. Carefully so it doesn't puff out at you. Ooh, see? This is why we do it. A big piece of the shell got in there, and that is not what we want. Again, that is a gross noise. We're gonna ignore that. Just gonna scrape down the sides. Again, that's the only like deal with the stand mixer, is that you do have to like scrape the sides down often. That's like a really downside. That, and besides like having to store this monster beast. That's fine. I got my Monster Beast a cute little stand, so I realized that I skipped a step earlier. But I feel like it's probably okay, because it's just the zest. So I'm gonna add the zest in now before I add the rest of the flour. And see, like, that's the thing, is a step like that is not the end of the world, but it's not ideal. So like, here's my tip for that. Read the entire recipe 2 or 3 times before you make anything, so you don't do what I just did. So I'm just gonna beat that for a minute, then I'm gonna add the rest of the flour. Yeah, so this is a bit of a mess. See, and this is probably where my little plastic plastic thing that comes on it will come in handy. All right, I'm gonna scrape this down. Ooh, she's looking pretty. Scrape this down again, and then give it another minute. Forgot to add the lemon juice. I'm really blowing it, guys. I'm rusty. Okay, I think we're looking good. Excuse me, this surface is a mess. I'm gonna wipe it down because it drives me crazy, and I'm a Virgo, and I was just watching a video where somebody was talking about memes about Virgos and how like the only memes about Virgos is that they're clean, and I was like, yeah, but like true though. So the dough should be stiff. So it's not like a gooey cake batter, it's a stiff batter. That's what she said. Get as much off the paddle as you can. I really like my offset spatulas. They're great for everything. So I'm just gonna use that to push the batter down into the corners. Careful when you're doing this not to like scrape the sides or anything. It's not your normal cake batter. I wanna taste it. Oh yeah, that is delicious. And then I'm just gonna, I don't know, like run the spatula along to make like a pretty little, this is like a pretty little top. That's not important. I am just a weirdo. We're going to add 2 tablespoons of sugar on top, and that will create a beautiful crystally caramely crust. Not caramel like flowing, but like a little crispy crust. So 1 teaspoon, sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. Tablespoon, sorry, 1 tablespoon, not teaspoon. 2nd tablespoon. Feels like a lot of sugar, guys. Feels like a lot of sugar. All right, so our cake is ready to go in the oven. You did not see that. I'm gonna check the temperature. My oven thermometer fell. Do yourself a favor, get an oven thermometer. If you don't have one, get one. We are at 325. We are good to go. I'm gonna pop this in the oven for 1 hour, and I'm gonna give it a check, maybe a turn halfway through. Bake, little baby. Wow, so it's baking, and I just have to show you guys this. Look at how much flour ended up everywhere. Do you see this like fine little spray of flour? While I'm waiting for my cake to bake, I'm gonna see which test kitchen chef I am. Yes! Queen Carla for the win! Okay, it has been 1 hour, and I'm gonna take the cake out to give it a look. Not bad. Ooh. Alright, so looks like it might be a little gooey at the bottom. Well, I'm gonna put it in for another, like 5 minutes. Put it in for 5 more minutes. It's been 5 minutes, so I'm gonna give it a pull again and give it another check. Wish y'all could smell this. Holy crap. It's coming out pretty clean. Feels real soft. I'm gonna zoom you in here and give you a little view of this top. So this is gonna now cool in the pan for as long as it takes in the pan on a wire rack, and then we'll like dig in. This tea's actually not very good. It's just cool because it's blue. This is actual blue tea. It's called butterfly pea flower tea. Oh, while we're at it, I can show you a little trick. You see? Blue. I'm gonna add a little bit of this magic substance. Now it's purple. Pretty cool, huh?
So I forgot to film an outro, but just want to say if you like cake, like and subscribe and, you know, give it a try if you feel like it. If not, whatever. It's all good. So thanks again. Bye. Do I have batter on my face? Probably.